Yeah. So, welcome to another episode of Bed Crumbs. Welcome to our channel where we're going to talk about things, maybe vent about things, just to get things out of the bed, things that keep you up, things that you don't want to go to bed with. You can talk about it. Well, I'm going to talk about it. So, which takes me into today's topic. Family. So, I go to church a lot. And when we go to church, we go to Bible study on Wednesdays. It don't matter what church I go to, I make sure I go to church on Wednesdays and I go to church on Sundays. So, the few times I have been in church, they have been talking about being deceived, and like be careful of, the person that is eating at the table with you. Be careful of who you share information with. They'll be just talking about different things of deception of someone. So, being that I'm not really talking to anybody and being that I'm not communicating with too many people, I thought about what was being said. I put it in, I took it in, I fell asleep, had a small, slight dream, or a daydream. So I wake up and I text my sister and I tell her, if a person don't communicate with me and if they don't talk to me, they have no reason trying to get any information from her. If they don't talk to me and they don't communicate with me, they don't need to be asking her anything about me or my baby. And I feel like she's the only person that I'm sharing personal things with. So a person who don't like me, they could be a part of her circle. Even to then, that person do not deserve to know anything that's going on with me. That's my personal business that I'm sharing with her. I'm not sharing it with that person. So she tells me the only people in her circle is this person. She says my cousin. Well, I know for certain that my cousin does not like me. She has said it out of her own mouth several times. Not once, not two, but several times. She has said it out of her mouth several times. It doesn't matter who she said it to. It doesn't matter when she said it, but she has said it several times. And I found it funny and disrespectful that when I was around my sister, she would try to tell me, hey, tell her I said, hey. No. You don't like me. You can't build no relationship with me through her. If you want a relationship with me, you got to build a relationship with me on your own. Because you got a problem with me. I've never had a problem with you. So when I told my sister that, well, I know for sure that she don't like me. Just like I know for sure my uncle don't like me. And my sister said she calls him for him to pray over her. Well, he's such a good pastor, but he don't like me for no reason. I've never done nothing to this man. Never in my life have I disrespected him, said nothing wrong to him, said nothing out of way to him, been no type of way but respectful anytime I seen any of my uncles. So for him not to like me is something on his own. I've never done anything to him. So he another person. He don't need to know anything about me. I should not be a discussion on his tongue. They should not discuss anything about me because that person don't care about me or don't like me. I don't care who it is. If me and that person do not communicate, they have no reason to be asking her anything about me. Because they can call me and ask me themselves. They can text me and ask me themselves. They can say anything to me themselves. What I'm saying is not wrong. I just want my personal space and I want my privacy. My private life, my private matters, my private anything don't have no business being in nobody else's mind frame. And I shouldn't be put on nobody else's wavelength. Don't put me on no bitch radar. So she texts me and tells me that I'm talking about something that happened in 2023. Hey, I never said when nothing was said. I never said that. So for her to say that, that means that she called her, then they talked about it, and then they came up with something, and then she texts me in anger again. Didn't I just ask you not to discuss me with somebody that I do not communicate with? So now I see why she was angry. You're angry because you know you're going to discuss me with somebody I don't communicate with. Why are you doing that? I'm not going to discuss her with somebody she don't communicate with. I mean, everybody deserves respect. Why you can't respect my boundaries? I'm not doing anything, asking anything so harsh and wrong of nobody. Do not discuss me with people who don't like me. So she never told me this and she never told me. I don't even need that. Because if I'm confiding in my sister, I should be able to confide in my sister. You mad because I'm telling you about what my cousin said, about what I know that she said. It doesn't matter which sibling she told or who she told it to, when she said it. She said it several times that she don't like me. She'll never F with me. She never F with me. You know what I'm saying? What's the problem? I don't have a problem. I just said if a person cannot ask me on their own and they cannot come to me for information, let it be. Why are you angry? Oh, you need to get yourself together. Myself is together. Thank you very much. Just because I was in a situation don't mean I'm not together. I'm well put together. But that just let me know that it's been something in her brain lingering anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody called me right now and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you talked to so-and-so, but I appreciate it if you don't tell them nothing about me because I don't want to be on nobody's radar. I'm be like, all right, cool. I'm not going to be like, for what? That's highly unnecessary. If somebody don't want somebody else in their business, they don't want nobody in their business. Just like my other sister. Don't tell nobody where I live at. Okay. What am I going to get mad for when she tell me that? She don't want nobody in her knowing where she live. I'm not going to get mad because she say that. She telling me that because she don't want nobody to know where she live for whatever reason. So, I just decided I'm not saying nothing about nothing no more. I'm not saying nothing to nobody about nothing no more. I don't want to be a part of nothing. Like my cousin said, we're going to go to the Salvation Army and get us some cousins. Because there's a lot of people down at the Salvation Army that want some family. Yeah. But I just had to vent about that. You get it rough and you get it raw right here. No makeup. No extra, no putting on, no what do you call it? No script. It's not written. This is raw and uncut. And you got it here first at Bad Crumbs. So until the next time I need to vent about something or tell what somebody's horrific actions is, we can see y'all on the next go around. Because my baby wants my attention. I got to give it to her. Alright, y'all. We're out. Queen and Princess. Yeah.